Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video here on my YouTube channel. Today we are back for PSGL E-Series round 3 of the PSGL E-Series Championship here in Mexico this time. As we already head down the start finish straight in our first lap of Q1. We are currently second in the championship, 15 points behind Ferrari and 3 points out of Red Bull. So yeah, decent first 2 rounds for us as a team. Last time, obviously, with Reese, we managed to secure a decent result with P3 and P7 in the end. So yeah, we now obviously try to get a bit of a better result still in this race as we go into the second sector now. Decent lap so far, a good first sector, purple. And yeah, now we go into the second sector. Obviously, always kind of tricky with the cards here, trying to obviously not invalidate but still have the shortest line as possible. And yeah, now we go into the third sector, decent split for us as we flick the car in. Yeah, we basically just had to finish this lap at this point, as this first and second sector were already pretty good. Piotr Stakulek with a decent first run from him. We finish P2 just behind him with a 9-1, and this was enough after we qualified P7. So yeah, now we go into the second qualifying session. Our first run was unfortunately not quite enough, but we already are 1/10 up on our second run. Right now we are P8, but yeah, this should change hopefully soon, as we are 2.5 tenths up on Ulaş Sülderim, his lap time after the first sector. So he was definitely running some higher wings, but yeah, we should still be fine as we now go into the fast S section here again, right, left. As I said before, always kind of difficult to not also get kind of bumped off by the curb, as we've got a decent split, the 8-2 purple in the middle sector as we go into the third sector now. Around the stadium section, hairpin corner here onto the right. Sorry for the mic issues there. Yeah, they were not ideal. But now we finished the lap with a decent final corner, and yeah, they should be easily through into Q3 with P2 just behind Otis, Lawrence, and in the end Ulaş also improved. And yeah, our teammate also made it through to Q3 as we now go on to our final run in Q3. We are currently on provisional pole position with our first run, but we obviously still want to try to improve that, as a lot of people still haven't finished their laps. As we now go into the second sector, flick the car in here, left, right, and kind of good traction here. Also rotation was pretty good, but not kind of maximized in my opinion, as we are barely up on our lap time compared to our first run. As we now go into the S section, trying to maximize the track as good as possible using the ERS now. But still, we are not improving on our lap time before, so I knew I had to send it if I want to get pole position. As we go into the final sector here, we are now a little bit, a few hundreds up, as we can see Joris Krozen finishing his lap with a 3.86, a decent lap from his side considering the practice we've done. So now we go around the final corner. I managed to improve by 0.04 of a second, and yeah, in the end it's unfortunately not enough. But still, I would say a decent qualifying for us, in P2 behind Joris, and in the end Otis unfortunately overtook us. So yeah, very good lap from him. As we now go into the race, maybe P3 isn't even that bad, as we know we have got a long straight ahead of us here in lap 1 of this race, as Joris unfortunately gets a very bad start on the basically worse line than us, but we get a good slipstream and try now to go around the outside of Otis, but he's braking super late here, but kind of compromises his exit due to that for turn 2 and turn 3, and I wanted to get ahead of him, as the plan is to do the 2-stop strategy here on this race. As we now go down the inside here of Otis Lawrence, sending it but trying to still leave him enough space, and now we kind of go wide there, but we managed to stay ahead of him, and that was pretty much crucial for our race, as Joris in P5 now on lap 4 still wasn't able to really overtake some of the other people, Ulaş and Alvaro. Alvaro was on super low wings, so in general it was very difficult to overtake him. But now on lap 4 we can see Otis is pretty close to us, and it's crucial that we stay ahead of him though, because Joris will pit in the next lap, or that's at least the plan, or this lap. So yeah, we need to stay ahead to kind of slow down the train when he's in the pits. As now Otis sends it down the inside, we are braking super late, trying to commit on the exit there. And now we kind of slow down my corner to get a good exit, which worked pretty well, I would say. He's still quite close to us as he now tries to go for a move down the inside, even though there's barely any room. And yeah, now we just let him go, as it just would have been useless to fight that hard at this point of the race. And yeah, now we are trying to stick with him, obviously here in the middle sector with 30. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be bad for the tires, as we've been pushing the last 5 laps quite a lot. But yeah, we still want to try to commit for that P1 before we go into the pits. As we now go into the final sector, a lot of people on the medium tire, and it was still very interesting to see who's gonna try and do the one-stop strategy. Obviously they will have to save throughout the whole race basically, as we now behind Otis Lawrence try to get ahead of him. Our teammate Joris now went into the pits as planned, and now it was crucial that we overtake Otis to slow down the whole train a little bit. As we go down the inside, Otis not even defending. Actually he just broke late, so yeah, he was defending kind of. But yeah, we now have the DRS on the second straight, which should give us the advantage, and we should be able to stay ahead of him, which we did. Now we enter the pits in lap 6. Otis also follows us, same as basically Alvaro Carreton as well. And now we will have to see where we get out of the pits. Some other people already went into the pits as well, same as Joris last lap. So yeah, now on lap 7 we go onto the hard tire, and Leoland in P1 right now in the McLaren will try to do that one-stop strategy, which will be interesting when we go into the final laps of this race. But yeah, for now we managed to stay behind Joris, and it was actually pretty crucial to stay here, because he had 1 lap worse tires than us, which just will make it quite a big of a difference when we go longer into the race. And I just kind of did was like a shield to him and defend Otis, but Otis is using a lot of battery, and he knew he can't really let Joris and me be P1 and P2 off this train. As he now sends it down the corner, we try to leave him space. It was quite close, pretty much pretty hard racing there, but we managed to stay ahead of him. As now we skip to lap 18. The other two the rest of the two stop runners also went into the pits, and now on lap 18 I knew Otis was getting closer and closer, and I was also always trying to get a good exit here. But now we can see Otis and Alvaro going into the pits. I think 2 laps ago even Kian Goldendorf from Red Bull went into the pits, which kind of triggered that whole undercut thing. And now it was basically just the best option for us that I overtake Joris, as I will be just able to push him in the middle sector because of the tires, because of better tires which I had due to like saving throughout the the whole second stint. As we now go into the pits, Joris obviously has to stay out for another lap, but in the end he will just have that advantage in the final stint of the race. As we now go onto another hard tire here, a good pit stop again, and you can see Leoland already overtook us there, so he will we will need to catch him to get that win in this race. But now we can see Kian, who undercut us by 2 laps, and Alvaro and Otis, who undercut us by 1 lap. All three overtook us, which is not ideal at all, as the tire advantage will not be that big, and it will be super difficult to overtake them back in this race. I was already trying to put some pressure on Alvaro here, but it was he was just super fast on the straight, and it will be difficult throughout the whole final stint to overtake him again. So obviously we still had to kind of tire save to maybe get that advantage later on in that stint and get a good tire delta, but in lap 25. Now we can see Joris is behind us. He went into the pit a lap after us. And now we are going for the move, trying to go for move on Kian as he lost his DRS onto onto Otis. So yeah, we are now trying to use our slipstream, use our battery. Actually, it was Gabor, sorry. But yeah, Gabor had very bad tires. I think he was on the one-stop strategy, which didn't work out for him at all. But yeah, you can see he was sliding all over the place as we now use everything we have to get ahead of him to stay with Alvaro and the other two guys. So yeah, now we go into lap 26. Joris unfortunately got gapped basically, or Gabor got gapped because Joris and Joris was stuck behind him, so that was not ideal at all for him. But we use everything we have to get ahead of Kian as he's got old tires, so that will be crucial. As we now go into the first couple of corners here again, Campbell Adams also on old tires, so he will also we will also need to overtake him on lap 26. So we are doing so, and Gregory Principal as well as Alvaro sends it down the inside. They are fighting ahead, so I had to make sure to get a good exit here and stay with Alvaro, which we did pretty much perfectly. So that was very good from my side. We now defend kind of against Campbell, and Kian also wants to get past. So yeah, it was everything going pretty crazy behind me as we get touched there, but not too bad. Yours also managed to get through, which was nice. So yeah, now we in lap 28 of this race, and we try to catch back Alvaro's DRS as we have lost it. This will be not at all not good at all for us for this straight now, as Kian's got DRS same as Joris. As we now go on to lap 30, and yeah, we decided to swap the positions to catch back Alvaro's DRS, as Joris just had fresher tires than me, so no need to defend or do something. As we now go into the first corners again, trying to hook up the apexes nicely. And yeah, now we already go on to lap 33, where Piotr Stakolek, Otis' teammate, is doing the one-step strategy, and he's defending pretty hard against Joris, which as you can see should lose us quite a lot of time behind Alvaro, which is not good at all. We're just losing out on DRS again, and we'll just make it more and more impossible to go for that win. As we can see in the mini-map, Leo Land in P1, a couple of 1 or 2 seconds ahead of Otis, so his strategy worked out pretty well so far. As we now go into the third sector here, trying to not lose too much time behind Piotr, but obviously they try to play the team game here, especially with his 3-second time penalty. His race was pretty much over anyway. So now we try to double overtake him here on the main straight to catch back to Alvaro in the DRS, as we're now using everything, DRS, slipstream and ERS. But we get past pretty easily. Kian and Ulash behind us now, they're both Red Bulls. Also should not be a threat for us in the last 3 laps of this race. As we now go into the final lap of this race behind Joris and the other 3 drivers ahead, we have pretty good tires. So now we should go into the final couple of sectors here, but we can see Otis and Leo fighting a lot, and now Joris tries to go around the outside there, but you can see Otis kind of pushes him wide, which makes Joris lose the car.
What is this guy?
And I kind of was very annoyed with that, but we get Otis his position and Joris his position, but I still thought I maybe can go for a move on Leo. As you now can see, I give it everything through the S section, drifting through the corner, trying to use all of our battery. Leo is flashing ahead, or just regaining battery, but we still want to get him. Alvaro in P1 is pretty much gonna win this race, but we will try to go and give everything in the last sector. We flick the car in, kind of lose the rear, and at this point it was pretty much impossible to overtake Leo. And now we go around the final corner of this race, but
just turn in the
we just couldn't get past. It's another P3 in the end. Joris got all of his 13-second time penalty removed, as you can see here in the standings. So we finished P2 and P3. Leoland won the race, which kind of get McLaren back into the championship fight, as they were P10 after round 2. But yeah, now we can see we are leading the championship now with this race. Very good race. Ferrari just behind us, 15 points. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you at the next one.